Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. But yeah, Mahama media, Texas, you drew her. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bia. Omo fa registered nurses. Drivers a omo GCC license. NFA securities. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa CC Accra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoye juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo beye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara e dawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community 9 omo ne Ashama Timber Market ene din hwe anim ana se fra omo e wo 0599 183083 ana 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 021811 Capstone Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, back from the weekend, and as usual, when we come back from the weekend like this, then you know we have to continue with the work of God. The work of God is to give you all the happenings over the weekend. Then when we are done, we zoom in into some of the stories that are worth discussing. And here on Sammy Flex TV, we don't joke with this. We are ready to do it once again. My name is Sammy Flex. In your shot on the screen, Roland Amate is also here, communications or digital communications director for Shagzy, talent manager, event person. Nana Reagan is also a journalist, and he doubles as the talent manager or road manager for Wendy Shea. And in Team Dodo Solomon, he is the owner of Intidosu Digital Solutions and Intidosu Legal Solutions. In all, he is also the online manager at Flex Entertainment Limited. So these guys are the rulers, the movers, and the shakers of our industry, seated right now for us to do all the various conversations that I know many of you have been waiting for us to have. I know now there are some things when they happen, people are waiting to hear what the guys will say. Reason you guys have been mentioning me in post left, right, and center on Twitter, Instagram, like everywhere someone knows Sammy Flex, they will mention Sammy Flex. And Sammy Flex too, he's just like God. When you mention him now, he surfaces and he'll surely make things manifest. So if you mention me, I'm here to make things manifest. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. First, let me apologize for yesterday. I could not do the Chemo really, Chemo really threw the challenge that, are you sure you'll be able to do it? So yesterday we could not do Sammy Flex Connect. Sorry about that. It was because as of the time, I was not even stationed. I was out and about, moving left, right, and center. Because we had some shows in Akropong. We were supposed to go do Kofodia, and a little mess up happened. So around that time, whilst I was thinking, oh, by then I'll be stationed in Kofodia, then I'll be able to do this. Unfortunately, I was not stationed, so I was still on the road. That's why it did not happen at all. So once again, forgive me. Apologies, sincerest apologies for this one. Thanks for listening to my apology. Now, that said, we can go on and do other things here on the show. So ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. First, let's start with some of the weekend activities. So many shows happening left, right, and center. And I want us to start with PSA Esther. The word of God, like they say, is a strong tower. PSA Esther has done something marvelous, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. This particular venue is called Dominion Center in London, Wood Green, and I have been there uncountable times. In fact, for the number of times that I've been there, apart from Ghana Music Awards, which was held earlier there, Ghana Music Awards has outgrown this particular auditorium, so we don't go there anymore. Apart from Ghana Music Awards, almost every artist gig that I've been part of, they couldn't fail the place top and down. Hey, when I saw the video, I said, hey, PSA and Nasi, are they that powerful? And someone will sit somewhere and say, oh, why should they give Artist of the Year to a gospel artist? They can't go international. They can't go anywhere. Now, since you should do the that's super. So he wanted to compete, keep promise. So when he catch up put the video to social media, I never thought he was really going to wear it.
Yeah, music.
Hey, she needs to papa. And wow, to me, I think she's done so well. She's done so well because, like I'm telling you, for real, this auditorium, oh, I've been going there. I can't count the number of times I've been there, seriously. And all these times, no one has been able to fill the event, the auditorium, front and down, or better still, up and down. And PSA Esther, and thanks to the organizers, Charlie, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Alongside, Sarkodie has also done well in Chicago. That is the Ghana Fest. Wow. The crowd. Hey, Charlie, now be like, the agenda is going down. Oh. Nigerians come and say, every day is a plus agenda. Yes, the agenda is going down. When we tell them, guys, come out, come out, come out. Looks like now they are coming out. Because London people there, and come there who put America for. But PSA Esther, gospel event, not even a secular, gospel event, filled to capacity, top and down. Now this is Chicago. Sarkodie, Ghana Fest. Look at the crowd. It feels like some Labadi Beach in Ghana. No, this is Chicago for information. And yeah, like me, I'm overly impressed. Especially these two shows that I've seen. Later we talk about Wizkid. I know someone Wizkid also. We talk about Wizkid. That one we know. Now agenda is fun. Are we getting the agenda right? Richie, let them see some of the events in videos as we talk. Because effort.
Greetings to our cherished viewers and the Bompachi ones as well. A new week is here. And we will continue the agenda.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
they will say everyday agenda, everyday agenda.
But I mean, this is impressive. I mean, it's, if for nothing at all, it's a starting point of a journey that we've always been advocating for. That our artists should come out, go out, sell their products to the world, showcase themselves, what they have to the world. And I mean, we are seeing evidence that it is doable. It is very, very achievable. I am not surprised for Sarkodie. The one person that I am very, very happy for is Nasi. I mean, for some time now, we all know how Nasi's brand and name as an artist
disappeared a little bit. Yeah.
But for him to, you know, join forces with PCS, Ghana's Gospel Artist of the Year, and then they will be able to fill the Dominion Center. It's really a commendable effort that we really have to celebrate. I think they have done well. And like I said, I am happy. Personally, I'm a fan when it comes to Nasi. I like his creativity and talent as a producer and as an artist. So I always enjoy him like this. I always want to see him on stage, you know, doing his own thing, and I don't want to see it die off. So when I saw this video, I was very, very happy. I said, oh, hallelujah. The good news is going to the world.
Oh, 10 pounds.
Oh, so in London today, do those things.
10 pounds. Like you should have thrown. How can it be just 10 pounds? 10 pounds. Just throw. You should have thrown.
It's very easy. So yes, that's I mean, we are happy the whole event was a success. I mean, that is what we were all promoting for. So once it's a success, the only thing we can do is to congratulate the artists involved and their handlers, and then even the host, whoever hosted them in London. I mean, we
Pan-African Society, that's how they are called.
All right, congratulations to them, and we want to see more of this. We want to see more. We don't want the artists to always be in their comfort zone, but take up some of these challenges outside their comfort zones, and then also let the world know. I mean, I've always been saying that Ghanaians have good songs. The only thing we are not doing right is how to package it and sell it to the world. So I mean, like I said from the beginning, this is a starting point of a journey. So I wish that they will continue with events like this. Now I think this particular year our artists are doing something from January to December. First, in the past years, from January to December, they will be waiting for shows for people to build them on shows. But I think 2023, I've seen most of them.
They are making moves.
Yeah, making move themselves, like trying to get some venues to host their events, and I think it's really a commendable thing and a very, very encouraging. So they should go on. This is why we are always sitting behind the microphones and making noise. They should just continue like this for us.
Yes, Chabo, what can you also say about what we have seen so far? Failed venues for some of our Ghanaian stars, Nasi, PCS star in UK, Sarkodie in America.
Yeah, I think it's impressive, especially PCS star. I think the last time she came to the studio, she said this is her first time of going to the UK. So I think it's impressive, and they have achieved it. And whoever did the promotion, the marketing aspect of it, I think we should also thank them or praise them. They have done well. I mean, this is what we wish that our artists will experience or get, because getting some of these things will help them to even do more if they wish or they want to do. So kudos to them. Nasi too, I think he bounced back in a very big way. Yes, like he's all over the place, but not long ago his name went down a bit. We didn't really know what he was doing, and then he just came out like that, and he's pushing so hard and it's working too. So kudos to him as well. I think they are doing well. And when you go to America, Sarkodie, after doing it one or two, I think at this time he deserves it. It was a huge crowd, and I think this is good. It's impressive. We want more of such things, but I know it's not easy. You have to work really, really hard to get something like this done. So the team, kudos to them. I think they have done well, and we wish that they will even do more. I mean, this what it is, but the point is, if they will not be just satisfied after getting here, is another thing. But we can't push them that much. I mean, it's an individual thing. If you think that you have to do more, then you push it and people will support you. But if at this point, some of them may be satisfied, this is what they want and they are now there, so we will just watch them, and if they want more, what can we do? We have to help them to achieve even more. But if this is what they want, then it's okay for them.
Well, let me go on to Roland. Let me listen to what he's also adding to the conversation.
Okay, but I mean, first of all, let me say greetings to our viewers, and also remind them that yesterday was my birthday.
Oh yes.
I'm still taking gifts. Yes, I have not gone past it.
If at dollars, pounds, euros,
tap send, the number is there. Just use my name as the reference point.
Yeah, man.
Then
man.
we will be good to go.
We are good to go,
Yes,
Derek Money.
yes.
You are good to go.
But I mean, this is what we love to see. Like these things are very beautiful. In fact, one thing that I like about this whole journey, it looks as if this year most of our people are doing collaborations, like what Reagan said. Looks like artists and promoters are going off the usual. I've gotten kakra, come and let me book you, come perform here for me. Looks like this year it has been so much of collaborations with what Sarkodie did with, even here with the SHS tour, what Shatta is doing with the uni tours, and other events that people have even flown to outside the country to go and play. You realize that most of these gigs are not the usual standard rate shows. As in, okay, the artist is worth $200,000, so I'm paying him for him to come and perform. These shows are more or less like collaborations between promoters, that is organizers, and these
and the artists.
Yes, and it's impressive. At least this is how we can break that genes that we are all like waiting for, we are all anticipating. And with PACS this one, I am also happy because of the way they handle this whole event, even from the onset.
From publicity
and even how they collaborated. I'm talking about Nasi. Yes, I know they had other artists on board as well, but then that collaboration between Nasi and PACA Esther is a very good one that people should emulate.
They were actually the people who were used to publicize.
Of course, and you see, sometimes I always say that we shouldn't wait for people to set standards or things before we also follow suit. The fact that an artist alone is filling the O2 arena doesn't mean that because you are also an artist, you should go and do it alone, or even go and do it alone. You can partner with somebody. Every win is a win. It doesn't take anything away from you. Yes, you doing it alone has some level of steez and bragging rights and all that. But if you can't make it, just do what you can do.
If you can't go alone, go with someone.
Go with someone. At least you can't do the big things, but do small things in a big way. And this is one of them. Yes, the Dominion centers may not be like the O2s, but look at the level of, like, when these people decided to collaborate.
The Dominion Center is like 2,000.
2,000, yes.
I think it's 1,008.
You see, when so assuming, okay, if Nasi,
someone came to spray
and you're open,
that's what we want.
So assuming if Nasi,
Why are they picking them up?
No, they are team.
They are
organizers.
Organizers. They shouldn't pick them up. They should leave it there.
When the artist finish,
but do you know that sometimes some of these guys who come to throw money, they also arrange with the organizer. I met to me, I'm some of them. Hey, that's Alodia.
I just remembered.
That's Alodia behind him.
Okay.
Oh, I think this guy is Zoro. Some guy, he sells ties.
Okay.
Sean Taylor, Sean something. I think he's the one.
So you see, my own is that.
Alodia too. They want him to.
And I Alodia the camera too, but I didn't hear.
My own.
But I saw his hand in his pocket.
Yeah.
I said, "What one man? I said, check him."
Go.
So my point is that yes, some artists are doing whatever, but please,
okay. So sorry, that was the boss himself.
Yes,
PK, the boss of Paso Official and Alodia Promotion blew pounds on PCS Star at YME concert in London. Oh, okay. Alodia also blew if you.
Alodia and the D can blow.
Alodia D can blow. A short gas will come.
So, Brasami, like I was saying, what PSA style and I see have done is been very.
And so now I see why the guys were struggling to gather the money. It was the boss who was spraying. Get a memo.
So, last mid, Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, and other people can also collaborate in that same way. When Kwame Eugene and Kiddy collaborated, they were able to do the Indigo too. And that is in their name. You can partner with somebody and do it. Shatta did with Medical at the Accra Sports Stadium. Yes, you can equally find a way to also win. We shouldn't always wait for people, because I was when I saw this, I was like, wow. What came to my mind was, okay, what if Nasi had said he wanted to do it alone? His own show? What if
because it was PCS's name that was on the show?
So what if PSA also said, oh, yes, the fact that I am the gospel artist of the year, I also want to go and do it alone. Yes, it will be nice, it will be beautiful. We all pray you get there that day. But if you are not there yet, you can equally do this and you will win. So me, I would say congratulations to them. And big ups to the promoters as well. I think they did very, very well in terms of publicity. They did very well. Online, I was seeing the post like once in a while you see them flash on your timelines and all that. And
true.
It was really, really good.
True.
It was really, really good.
Well, so congratulations to people and to PAG, that's a Pan-African Society of Ghana. I think PASO, okay, that's the name, PASO. That is the organizers of the event. Charlie, big ups to you guys. You guys have made us all proud. It was something that I thought was going to be one of the normal things we would do. Remember, they first did Kwame Eugene and Keche. The first did Kwame Eugene and
organization.
The same organization.
So it's nice.
It was a normal show, but this time around, Charlie, I'm so Boka first one already. It's a sortie. So they know she's candy or can't be also. It's a sortie. It's a sortie.
And the attendance too was good.
The attendance too was good. Attendance too was good. Now let's still talk about some of the weekend's activities. Wizkid, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Once again, it's not a place I've entered, but I've been seeing the stadium around. Yes, Mitchum. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 62,000 capacity, and once again, it was filled to the brim. Some in the stands and some on the field. Hey! That was crazy.
This is the stage.
So that was the stage?
Yes.
The house-looking stage?
So that's the kind of the back screen, the backdrop.
Oh, that's backdrop.
But this is the stage area.
Wow. Charlie, this is big. Like, no two ways about it. This is big. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful this is.
So all these ones is the stage. That is the blinders, lights, and this is
wow.
The stage going in nice.
Wow.
As I say, Yantap.
Charlie. When it is nice, you say it is nice. So that was his entry. That is entry, eh? Wow. Look at the entry. Look at it. Look at this. Kokuches will say, look at this. Hey. Charlie. Like, when you watch this like this, hey. Wow, look at him up there. Wow, Charlie, this is good, man. Charlie. I'm still not sure how the stage looks like. Like me, who is still
the stage there, even from I think per what I saw, that even the security guys, the stewards who were in front of the stage itself, in between them, like the barricades and the crowd, most of like the stage height was taller than most of them.
Hey, I'm still not seeing how the stage looks like. Who's on the stage here still, because it looks like who was also recording this way. A person just wanted to get the fireworks. Yeah. Wow, Charlie. Big ups to Wizkid, man. Yeah, and this is what I like about my Nigerian people. They will let you know when we do we take them on a notch higher. Now, Bulldog has said something. I think I've seen two different posts that I would want to read. One from Bulldog and one from Obi. I want us to pay attention to this post and you discuss whether they are making sense or as usual. So this is Bulldog, and he says, so our 2Bs and Efia will smoke, drink, and chill with Wizkid anytime he's in Ghana, but can't join him on the international stages and showcase their talents to the world. Again, Ghana missed out on national duties at the 62,850 capacity Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London yesterday. What is wrong with us? And I know my people do justice to this, because what Bulldog is asking for, and whether it is done easily or whether like it is Wizkid's responsibility to just do it. I don't know how he really wanted to say this, but that is point one. And this is Dada Obi. He is a promoter, a music executive, more or less, here in Ghana. He also works with some artists like Kofi Jamal, Pato Rankin, and Davido, and some of the Nigerian artists as well. He also says, our 2Bs, Qbits, and Ohene Farouk bet the Wizkid King Promise relationship, but the latter seems to be exploiting the relationship better than the former. A matter of fact, Ohene is still Wizkid's right hand guy. Listen, Ohene is a Ghanaian who is supposed to be R2B's and Qbit's manager of a sort. It says, a matter of fact, Ohene is still Wizkid's right hand guy on the road. He is literally everywhere in the world with him. King Promise, on the other hand, has represented on Wiz stages more than once, irrespective of call time, including yesterday. But once again, R2B's was missing, even though I believe the duo still in the UK. My question now is, what is the reason for the constant miss out on what seems to be some of the biggest Afrobeat stages? I bet to believe Wiz ain't saying no to R2B's climbing his stages and allowing King Promise. Because the last time before last night, even UG Official performed, but once again, R2B's was missing, though they were available in the said country. Is it a case of this is a stage we ought to be paid for us to climb because we've got the diaspora numbers on the side of R2Bs? What is really happening? So Bulldog is asking why some of our guys who have been rolling with Wizkid, we don't see them on Wizkid stages. And Dada Obi is also saying that, well, Ohene Farouk, who is King Promises and R2B's manager, is still the guy rolling with Wizkid. So what is happening? He's even thinking that maybe is it because R2B's is looking forward to charge before they would appear on the stage, or what? These are the questions being thrown about. So whilst we are congratulating Wizkid for that wonderful show in London, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we are also asking ourselves some of these reactions that have come up from some of our people. And Ro, because you're on the mic, maybe you can start this.
That's Sammy. Sometimes when people make these observations, I just want to approach this with open-mindedness to say that it is not all of them. Yes, some people have their own agenda and would want to be diabolic about some of these conversations. But sometimes too, when people make or come up with such questions, some people do it out of love and out of wishful thinking, as in what they wish to see. So it is not always that has to do with some of these questions downplaying the efforts of others. That being said, yes, some people would have a cause to worry, looking at, especially when they are afar, looking at the relationship that people have, and would want to assume based on that perception that, oh, because this person and that person are close to this extent, I believe certain conversations shouldn't be difficult. And that is what will push some of them to be asking these questions. However, there's also some few things to understand, that some of these things don't just come by chance. Like, they don't just happen because sometimes people want them to happen.
Okay.
This is a Wizkid headline concert. He has a major stake in the decision making of this concert. Yes.
Okay.
But we should also understand that just like Wizkid has a higher stake or a good like point of stake in the decision making of this whole concert. Same other people also have. Because it is not Wizkid who mounted the stage. Probably not him who is paying for the stage. Probably not him who is paying for the venue out of his pockets, I mean. These are collaborations between entities. Wizkid, as a musician who is on a label, can just bring his image, his talent to come and do it, and others would contribute. So sometimes the decision of who has to go on is one. And the other one has to do with who is available. Availability is also key. You might assume that R2Bs and the likes that you are mentioning probably are in the country on that same day the concert is happening. But are they really available?
For appearance.
For appearance. That is another question that we might not know. And also, even if they are available for appearance, what are the requirements? What are the detailed requirements for them to come and represent? What sometimes people don't know is that some people have assigned their performance right to certain entities. And you might see maybe Kim Promise climbing Wizkid stage. You would think that it is out of the relationship he has with Kim Promise. But before you know, or it could even be a sanction, how do you call it? For you to, because it is sanctioned by the labels or the entities these people are assigned to. So it could be that, okay, because I have your performance right, sometimes I determine the kind of stages I would want to put you on. And it is a label connect, a label conversation. Sometimes it goes beyond the artist making certain calls. Yes, the artist can make recommendations or certain things or certain recommendations like about him or at a point. But for it to be considered and also accepted is also another conversation. We can only ask some of these questions and hope to get the right answers from these quarters, especially the people that are being mentioned. That's why I don't want us to see these questions as that of an attack. That of an attack, because some people are asking these questions out of love. Yeah. Because they are seeing like R2Bs on such a stage. They are seeing this one because R2Bs play show here and Wizkid will come. Even not long ago, as it Killbeat's mother's funeral, Wizkid was here.
I remember.
You understand?
And almost some of R2B shows too. Wizkid has been
appearing since the Ghana meets Niger Times, the VDA like he's been on constant stages in Ghana. So some people would wish like the opposite, or when the tables turn, our people would also be put on that level. But let's also try to give some people the benefit of the doubt to also ask, like seek certain answers from them. That okay, is it because you are not good? Because that is out of the question. Is it because you don't meet certain requirements? So moving forward, we would know how to tackle some of these things, because some people, you see, until it became a label conversation, some people, I know some musicians who think that the fact that they are friends or you guys started from way back.
We meet in the studio.
We are supposed to do something. Doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
If you're under a well-structured
label,
it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Burna Boy had a collaboration with Black Sherif. But let's look at how long it took him for him to give Black Sherif that nod of him even performing or appearing on the stage. Okay. Likewise, Black Sherif. Black Sherif did his concert. Did Burna Boy appear? No. That is also another thing. So yes, some of these questions they are legit. Some are out. They may come. Some are out of love, and we would wish that those who are in the field at that particular, like those who are in the matter, can give some tangible reasons or answers to some of these questions, so it will calm them down. Because some people who probably are lame thinkers, like a layman,
I get you,
who can get some of these questions and just blow them out of proportion and make some fuss out of it.
Okay, Chebo, come through. We are still looking at some of these questions. Bulldog and Dada Obi are asking about Wizkid's concert and the fact that some of the Ghanaian stars who are his friends were missing.
I think that is not a fair question to ask without the musician being there. It will only, for me, it will only be fair if Bulldog was asking R2Bs or was asking Efia. But just throwing it out there like that, I don't see it to be a fair question to even ask in the first place. Because if you think about it, there are a whole lot of factors that could cause it. So you are throwing it out there for what? I mean, the only side that a lot of people will take is that you are trying to shame them for not appearing on that stage, or you are trying to say that Wizkid is wicked or something. Like, you can't get anything positive from this question unless they were there. Like, if the musician were in front of you and you are asking them that question, I think it's legitimate. Yes, you can ask and then see the answers that they will give. Or even if they will say that, well, they are not in a position to answer, then you
leave it like that.
Yes. But to just throw it out there like that, I don't see any positive in it. It's like you are shading them rather than asking a legitimate question. And so the point is, why do you want to do this whilst you know, or many people can give a lot of reasons why this thing may not happen or will happen. There are a lot of reasons that I think even you asking the question may be aware of them.
Yes.
So if you still go ahead to ask such a question, it's just in a diabolic manner that will make you do that. I don't see anything positive in the questions that they were asking, like they were putting out on social media. I will only agree with them or follow them if they were asking those people direct, like you meet R2Bs face to face and you ask him
at a shopping
mall. Yes, or even on a radio program or something, and you are asking that question, why are you not on stage with R2Bs? It seems you are a good friend, or Wizkid, because you are good friends. So what is happening? Why is he not putting you on? Then you get
you
answer.
Can take a cue from it.
Yeah, but for you to just say that they smoke together, they drink together, so they should be on stage together. I mean, that makes sense. There are other factors. So if you don't know those factors, then you have to keep quiet on this one. So I disagree with him. I think the questions, they are not necessary, and it will only be legitimate, for, in my opinion, if you were asking the musicians direct. But just to throw it out there on social media, I think it's not fair to the musicians involved. Yeah.
Well, but for information, King Promise performed though.
Yeah.
Yes, King Promise performed. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. King Promise performed at Tottenham at a Wizkid show.
Okay. That's Sammy. We all understand some of the things that goes into, putting somebody on or making efforts to appear on such a huge stage. I think Bullgod and what's the other guy's name?
So this is King Promise.
Obi.
This is King Promise. Okay. Obviously with his big shoes
and even big trousers. Yeah, now the trousers is also big.
I think he even
Shatta said togas.
One of the
openers of the show.
Yes. So this is King Promise on the stage, killing it as usual with his togas. The stage there is dope. If you're a photographer and you are shot there, may God help you. Yes, then I'll continue.
Rasami, I think the observations made by Bullgod and Obi are very legit. Especially when they cited other people that maybe through even how to be they got to know Wizkid, or they got very close to Wizkid, or be part of Wizkid. The question is, what are these people doing that R2Bs are not doing? What is King Promise doing to be seen on? I think this is not the first time he's appearing on the Wizkid show.
It's not.
Even the one that was supposed
to have been in the question here is, what is King Promise doing?
The one that chopped Chemo's money.
The question is, what is King Promise doing that R2Bs is not doing? These are two beautiful talents. I mean, out to bees, we can all assume or believe that they also want to be seen in the world like this. So if you have a connect, I mean, to be here, connection, plugs, and everything comes into the conversation. So if you have a plug beyond the record label conversation, I mean, there are sometimes that artists can have one-on-one chat with their artists, and then the person involved can even take the conversation a step further to make sure things are happening for the other artists. You understand? It happens in our space. So I don't know. The Obi asked a question that is it that they want to be paid
before they
perform, or they are having conversation, they are making certain efforts, and they are being denied by the handlers of Wizkid. These are the two questions that we wish we would have answers to, and they are very legit questions, especially if you have that love for the artist to hope or see that, okay, we wish that Out to Bees will also be part of things like this, and will be selling their music to
the world,
to the world
after getting these platforms.
Of course. So it makes the observation very legit, in my opinion. Because if I know Sammy Flex, and then I bring currency, and then knowing the kind of opportunities I can tap from the brand Sammy Flex, I am not being able to do that. But just few days as I introduce currency to Sammy Flex, he is doing something, and he's making some wins. Definitely people are going to start asking questions. You also have same passion. You've gotten the chance to be close to Sammy Flex. So why are you not doing something?
So they should be asking you, or they should be just throwing it out there. That's where I have issues.
They are all public, commentators. Some of these questions, Chemo, you can't say because they didn't ask directly. It makes it. I mean,
it makes it
wrong.
diabolic. That's the point, because we can raise the same thing to other scenarios like you are giving. There are some people who are closer to Sammy Flex but will not appear on Sammy Flex TV. So somebody out there without asking Sammy Flex and throwing it out there,
we are dealing with
being
people.
diabolic.
We are dealing with people who have the same sort of mission, goals as musicians. If somebody
have
wants
the same dream,
we have the same dream. If somebody comes here,
but are you 100% sure that they want to appear on Wizkid show?
Not. You see,
are you sure?
The conversation is this. The conversation is that Out to Bees as musicians wants to sell their music to the world. And these platforms forms part of the tools you can use.
That is if they are also doing music and they want to use the platform.
Do they want to use the platform?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. And they want to use the platform.
Oh, but why wouldn't they want to use?
Then
for you know, it's not a priority to them. For you know, it's not a priority to them.
Yeah.
For you know.
Then what would be their music drive in the first place? Because
until you ask them,
everybody has the ambition.
The truth of the matter is that we can be asking some of these questions to defend whatever we want. But the truth of the matter is that every musician's goal is to achieve global success. It's done. If they want to say that, then they should also come out and tell us, okay, because we don't want to achieve the Michael Jackson or whatever kind of status in music, that is why we are not making some of these efforts.
If you come in
they can respond they want, because whether we like it or not, you see the conversation, this observation, it is a conversation in our space. I am sure Bullgod and Obi will not be the first people making some of these observations for even Out to Bees to hear. I am sure they've heard it from other quarters.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Wizkid and Out to Bees relationship, they've heard so many things. So maybe Bullgod or Obi as industry people also wants to just voice the thing out and make it a public conversation, which it is not a wrong thing to do, in my opinion. Because whatever it is, right now it is Wizkid and then Out to Bees relationship we are talking about. But when you open up the conversation, there might be other artists that will come to have certain relationship with certain people, and if we don't have some of this conversation, they might not even know how to even win or get some of these connects and use them to their gain. So we are having this conversation and referring to the R2Bs and Wizkid relationship as a case study, so that if you get any least opportunity or connect as a musician and you have that dream, then you use your connection right
to use it well.
It's as simple as that. Because nobody will sit anywhere and say that, oh, because
so you are assuming at this point that they have not done anything to get that stage.
We are asking questions.
So if you are not
what we are saying is that, is it that they are making, I asked these questions right now. I said, is it that they are making efforts and they are being denied by the handlers of Wizkid, or what?
Or they are charging
or they want to charge. And Chemo, you
and they smoke with him. They drink
but that one is
so,
public.
So because of that, he should be on their stage. Like, look at how the question was asked. I mean, even that one should tell you. It was a diabolic thing.
Well,
for me, I don't see anything
it
positive.
It is diabolic. I think it is. I see it more of a wake-up call
to the artist.
Mention. It like depends on how they want to receive it. Because sometimes, when some of these harsh things are coming from people, we should tone down our emotions and look at, okay, if we listen to this thing, what will come out of it? Tomorrow, if R2B should make any effort and they are seen on the next, let's say, Wizkid show, that will also be big, like the Tottenham show. What will be the conversation? What will come out? Wouldn't that be again or a big achievement for them? That is the things we want to see now.
Okay.
So as we are applauding Wizkid today, like we will have a direct conversation to have on a Ghanaian artist. We won't only be talking about King Promise being part of the show. We'll be talking about R2Bs as well.
Like you will be sharing the platform.
I even forgot. Chemo, I was going to congratulate and give Wizkid flowers, but I've forgotten about what I've done that. I've done that.
Yeah.
No, give you.
So, Brass, I think that if R2Bs will read some of this, they shouldn't read any diabolic meanings into it.
Okay.
It is either they want to do their own thing in private, or they are giving some response to some of these things. Because, like I said, everybody will talk about it's having some conversation on this same topic.
Okay.
Everybody in this
industry is leaving them behind.
Yes. They are your friends, and people are like that. Like when you have a certain friend that is always growing or achieving a lot of success, people think that he should carry you along, or your friendship should give you that blessing as well. So it's a normal conversation that we've been having every day. If Chemo becomes the apostle that he wants to become, and I also become, let's say, an evangelist in the same church,
in the same hood.
It won't somebody give him that credit that because Chemo got the opportunity to be part of this church, now Nigerians is also an evangelist winning souls on the street in that same church. It's like that.
Please give me a land around your churches so I can build some beer parlor. So when you guys are done preaching, you can come and quench your thirst with some sweaty bottles. Yeah. Well, so I get it. Chabo, you still think?
Yeah, I think it's diabolic. I mean, if you are asking the musician direct, I think it's a legitimate question to ask. But if you throw it out there like that, it can happen to anybody. You see, I didn't want to say that, but you let me. Sure. Somebody asked me, why is it that anytime Sammy Flex is having a huge artist or something like that, you are not part of it? The person was asking me,
huge artist.
Yes.
Okay.
That if Shatta came, I was not there. Like a big artist came, I was not there.
Why? On CTV.
On CTV.
Okay.
So to the person, maybe Sammy Flex doesn't want me to go get close to a big artist. So if that person is throwing it out there, after all the things that you do with Sammy Flex, look at this. He's not even putting you on when big artists. That would not be a fair question to throw it out there. But if you ask me, then I can explain to you. It's not like that. I have specific day that I go there. So anytime that the people come, I may not be there because of the day. And the person will say, oh, okay. At that point, the person will get the understanding. If you are asking the person direct, it's legitimate. But if you are just throwing it out there, like putting it on Facebook, it's only diabolic for you to do that. For me, that's how I see it.
Well, so we still want to say congratulations to Wizkid, but alongside matters arising, these are some of the issues coming out of what he is doing, and unfortunately our people are asking why it is like that with some of these guys. But we pray that those who want it, like Chebu has been saying, if you come and I'm eating and you eat, just go and tell boss I'll eat to him, get ready and come and eat. Just say you eat and come and eat. Don't sit there waiting for me to go. How about what if you don't want to eat as well? So if you eat, boss, wait a minute, you now go run, so now the spoon a bedroom, then it goes on like that. Now, let's look at this particular story as well. Away from the so there is one we have to look at, which is also eventful, and this is about Shatta, who also performed at Akropong over the weekend, and Akropong was really hot, really hot. It was busy. From the streets, from the moment we actually climbed the mountains from Abri straight to Akropong, it was hot. People on the streets, Shatta spraying cash and money to all these people, left, right, and center. And in fact, the scenes were beautiful. The fact that the young, the old, even those who were sick. In fact, there was one woman I saw and I said, "Mami, ubetia here praku tobo." But they were all looking for to catch one of the running around notes, CD notes. They all wanted to catch it, and it was beautiful. So these are some of the scenes you see there. Bikers, these are people who just decided to be part of it alongside the security people who were actually positioned at vantage points to work. That you see, why you have to matter when you have they were monitoring. It's not easy, Charlie. It's not easy, crowd. So during the show proper, Shatta usual commentaries in the middle of his performances said, okay, so this is how it happened. Let me give the story well because I was there. DJ Obeti was having fun with songs, with some Shatta songs, and all of a sudden he dropped Mejo Girl, the one with Sarkodie. So when the song started playing, because I know it wasn't part of Shatta's playlist, like I was so sure it wasn't part of Shatta's playlist. He just said, yeah. And he said, Sanyi we Sarkodie the J fans of America. Mejo Girl, sa no di kwedi even else. Nana, when I woke up, come see Twitter, boys vex. Say, why should Shatta say this? And they were even trying to put me into this. They were trying to drag me into this. I said, media, why? Why drag me into this? What did I do? Did I write a script for Shatta to say it or whatever? Well, to those who have not listened to it or those who have not paid attention to what I'm talking about, there's a video that I would want us to watch. Then when we come back, I ask you that, how would you also interpret this? Something serious, something for a joke, and should people be mad at this? Watch it, I'll be right back.
When they make them know G-fans, Sarkodie, hold them America, now they don't know G-fans. Mejo get, no back on the even else. When they make them know G-fans, Sarkodie, hold them America, now they don't know G-fans. Mejo get, no back on the even else. When they make them know G-fans, Sarkodie, hold them America, now they don't know G-fans. Mejo get, no back on the even else. When they make them know G-fans, Sarkodie, hold them America, now they don't know G-fans. Mejo get, no back on the even else. When they make them no G fans, Sarkodie, old them American, all they don't know G fans. Bet you get, no I could even Nelson.
Well, so these were some sound bites and scenes from Acropon Superb Lounge. Shouts to the owners and managers of Superb Lounge. We had a blast last Saturday in Acropon. Is this something that should make people mad like they are behaving? Chabu, you are social pressure boss. So let's handle this from your end.
Yeah, I obviously it was a joke, but with the kind of tension in the system, some people just want to take advantage of even jokes because they have something to say. This major joke that Shatta did, I think well, some people can take it in that sense because
in an offensive
sense because of the issue around now, the Yvonne Nelson and Sarkodie's issue. I mean, it's not dead yet. It's still like active some way somehow. So for you to joke around it like that, some people will not be happy. So I think that's why they are like that. But this is a joke. And if it's not a good joke, fine, you can talk about it, but we shouldn't stretch it that much because I think the way he said it, it wasn't like he's angry or something. I mean, so it's obvious. I mean, and it's not like maybe he has issues with Sarkodie and he doesn't want to hear his name or his song. It's not like that. He just made a joke out of what was happening, and you have confirmed that to him it wasn't part of his playlist.
No, it wasn't.
So yes, so at that point he was like, he couldn't just say stop it and let's go. It will make it some way.
Yes.
So he was just trying to make a joke just to push it aside and move
on to the next business
to his list, and the joke didn't land well for some people. But I mean, I don't see it to be that serious in that sense that he has issue with Sarkodie. The serious bit is because the Yvonne Nelson issue is still ongoing. But at this point, it has gotten to a point that some people are trying to make it light or trying to put some jokes in there and just move on with it. So I don't see anything so serious about it. Yeah, and people should chill. I mean, if you want to bring out issues for us to I mean push it or say whatever you want to say, I think this is not one of them. I mean, they should bring out a better issue for us to deal with it. Yes.
Okay, Nana, how do you also see this?
I don't know why Shatta is like this. Sometimes when I think about it, I don't know.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't understand. Why should you go and wake somebody? Why? Shatta is not a prophet or ever. Like he resurrects, you know, the I mean, yes, I agree with Chemo that it's a joke. Clearly, from the way he sounded and the way he was saying it on stage, it was a joke. But those who want to be offensive, like those who want to take offense to it. Those of you too who don't see it as a joke, you want to laugh over it, let's laugh. Personally, I want to laugh over it. I mean, there's nothing serious. We know the relationship between Sarkodie and then Shatta, especially on Twitter. How they sometimes diabolically put out things against themselves and all of that. So clearly,
and this issue was also started from
yes, when Shatta was making tweets, you know, laughing all over and all of that. So we understand how or where he is coming from as an artist, and this is no surprise. If you are somebody that follows Shatta events or shows, you should expect some of these things. And I mean, we shouldn't make a big deal out of it. I know Sax fans would make big issues because of maybe the conversations after the show, that it will bring the Yvonne Nelson and the Sarkodie thing back again. And I know some of them are not happy about it, especially when some women were very, very peeved because of how Sarkodie responded to Yvonne Nelson and all of that. So maybe they just wanted the whole conversation to die down so that Sark will have the focus and the mind to do what he is doing in America.
Well, I'm sure Sarkodie is having the focus in the mind already.
Yeah.
For him to be playing shows back to back, if you think he's not...
Yes, that is the artist, but his followers would also want to focus and follow that line. They don't want to go and argue with somebody on Twitter over Yvonne Nelson and all those things. They want to have conversations that will come out of what the artist is doing in America. So maybe that is why some of them will take offense to it. But this is just a joke.
Well, wrap up for me on this particular one. Then let's look at our very last story for the day.
Brass, I mean, there are dynamics in performances. The last time Sarkodie performed Major Girl, is it in America?
It was in America, yeah.
Sarkodie performed Major Girl in America. You see, to every song, and like especially when it has to do with features, before these artists perform such songs, there are things that they look out for.
Okay.
Major Girl as a record is for Sarkodie. Dancehall Commando, however, is for Shatta. So now, on the Major Girl, the arrangement of that song, Sarkodie's rap verse comes first. Right after the introduction, SM Shatta, it is Sarkodie's rap verse that comes first. And looking at Shatta catalog and his playlist or how he performs his songs, for Sarkodie's verse to precede his verse is a huge inconvenience, like quote and unquote, or a time wasting for him.
Okay, time wasting for who?
For Shatta. For him to be on stage and be singing Sarkodie's verse. Yes. Okay. Unless the artists do not have a huge catalog to be able to just put this one aside and do it. You understand? And some of these collaborations are mostly like you bring out life with some of these works when the artist that you featured is on stage. So you realize, yes, even when Sarkodie was performing, yes, the people were excited and all that singing. But imagine Shatta
had been there,
yes, on the same stage. The last time they both stepped on stage to perform these records, it was fire. So sometimes the artist would want to just play some of these tricks just to put some of the... It doesn't mean that maybe they have personal stuff with these artists. No, they can perform them any day, anytime. But some people would just want to play safe, especially when he knew it was the DJ that was having fun. So with the DJ, after the introduction, if the DJ skips, if the DJ has skipped to Shatta verse after the introduction,
that would have been a difference.
And the new people will still talk. Hey, when it got to Sarkodie's own, they skipped.
Yes. He did not even want to perform or listen to Sarkodie's verse.
Exactly. That would have also bring another conversation. So whatever you do, people will still point out something. But it all has to do with the dynamics in performances and how people approach. Yes, some people, the last time Sarkodie performed this, that you were asking whether it was a big deal or not. I told you that yes, it is a big deal. There are some conversations that have gone on or certain things that have happened in the past that some people would want to link to some of these actions now. So if Shatta also feels like, oh, this song, you put it somewhere. He, like Chebo said, he can't just squash it blind like that. And can you put
and on that stage, he couldn't also be so mad at his DJ for playing that song.
It wasn't necessary.
It would have been so obvious as well.
Yes, it was.
So he just went out here, let's have fun with it and let it pass.
Exactly. And looking at how Shatta has also been on Sarkodie's case lately, it was a fine opportunity to throw in another one at Sarkodie. It was a fine opportunity for him to throw one in at Sarkodie. And no better one than using the Yvonne Nelson blue.
Well, so to those who are angry and mad online and shouting big, Charlie, this is no big deal. This is a no-brainer. Let's take our time. Let's be calm. including people dragging me and now making kids, and Sammy Flex will not talk about it on this channel. Okay, so what do you want me to say about this on my channel?
Shatta did not do.
That's what they want me to say. Okay, Shatta did not do.
Yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Stop that.
Sarkodie the bonus. It don't turn you. It don't turn you.
Well, that was just by the way. Let's move on. Now that we know they have no case, what everybody the basis you. Now that we realize that there is no case. What Bible was it on? I heard the bit it's about already. Now finally, let's look at this. Remember Black Sheriff and Cruise People? The CEO of Cruise People has spoken. And what he's talking about is a little scary. A little scary in the sense that it is making business not look good for some of our people here in Ghana. Now, after Black Sheriff had meted out that attitude to them, they are saying for now, they are not going to deal with any Ghanaian artist any longer. They are heading straight to Nigeria. Because the first one, they played the match day, brought on board Gramps Morgan all the way from maybe Jamaica or America to come and be with them. He came with his family. That's what the man said. They bought business class tickets for all of them to just come and support their family man to do the show. And they did. But to Ghanaian artists, they have been having some difficulties in dealing with these guys. Because of that, they are no more going to deal with Ghanaian artists, but they are going straight to Nigeria. And I'm here asking myself and my people this simple question. Should we be worried or we should call his bluff? Go to Nigeria. If you're a Ghanaian and you want to do business and he say you go to Nigeria, go. We will also be here. Okay. You come back. By the time you come back, you'll be here. Gidigba. Aha. We do it for. Should we be worried? Or, yes, if you're a businessman, you might even take some of these decisions. He spoke to Kwesi Aboagye on Peace FM, and I would want us to listen to that interview briefly. Then when we come back, same question I'm asking. Should we be worried or we should be fine? Watch it. I'll be back.
For me, not being managed well.
And
for me, not being managed well.
And I'm sure so we know a idea ebu abem as a be opinion with that Cruise People Limited or no experience amunya with Black Sheriff no. Would you want to organize another one? I'll be Ghana nyumtuni Edina Ako say oh they no
run Nigeria dada because they are straight.
Nyabutre Vandi Nyabutre.
They are straightforward. They're business minded. We are starting to engage because a very painful. Wow, it's not a good experience. Last year, I'm actually the every Ghana with the band members 10. But at 10, yet we call cruise ship so called show with Greece. Fair. It's beautiful. And it's a second edition now your Baba Yana this year around summer. Now yet the airport not be this year Baswa. Unia and I'm because your core mandate and said that yes say your entertainment. So your core mandate is to sell cruises for anybody who wants to go around the world and enjoy vacations on the sea. If you try your work and you buy a billboard and you buy your advert for Peace FM. They are fine no idea changing to Nindi and started J. Now you only be used now as the face of Afro Cruise Jam #2. Now yes, I deal with I mean, there's been a response has now been both negative and positive. A lot of Ghanaian musicians they take advantage and reach out there and say, hey, Ojam now, who just can say them go because of free. What I say about boss, I got the
but Vandi, one I will say first experience with Amachi Dede was excellent. Okay. So, sir, Black Sheriff na say bia, sebi amount say si for moi. Sa oba ejun sogu na so a opepa won twa ntwene o. Enti
Yanko Nigerian bar, Yanko Nigerian one experience. Yeah, but that yeah, they as much as they coin, yeah, the Grams Morgan, Grams Morgan, a Grammy Award winner. Oka Morgan heritage. Grams Morgan, and in the year and the buyer. Neba Jamir Morgan, and in the band the buyer. What you here? It's a business class ticket man who will never the America buy. Same applies to Yaya Legend Amachi the day from Ghana. What did they make an idea? And no you share, you know, we are African in nature. You share Nigeria market, you know, so they ready a bit now. After not the better back to Ghana now.
Well, so this is Vanderpoy, the CEO of Cruise People, who is telling broadcaster Kwesi Abuaji that they would want to go to Nigeria and deal with them for some time. When they think they are okay, then they come back to Ghana to continue dealing with Ghanaian artists. But if they find it so comfortable and conducive to do business, then Ghana, Otilo, they are done with us. What are my people saying? What will be their reaction to this? Chamu, young Chamrana,
okay, I mean, well, first of all, he said that he's a business guy, so he will make business decision first. So I agree with him. If he thinks that going to Nigeria will make business sense, why not? He should go. In fact, as a business person, business first. If you make your money and then later you want to, I mean, help people with what you have made, why not? He can come back to Ghana, and in Ghana case, he will be like, I just want to help my people because I've made enough to do that. Because in the case of Black Sheriff, he is even asking for compensation. So at this point, he doesn't have some money to waste or give it to charity. In the case of just do the show, just do the whole event, whether you make it or not. At this point, he is thinking about making profit from organizing a show like that. So going to Nigeria, if it will make business and if you make profit, I'll urge him to go. That will be the best decision for him to do. And he said that, okay, after going to Nigeria and I see that things are okay and I have to come back, why not? Maybe he will come back and then help the industry by just doing it without even thinking of making profit or not. But at this time, it's a profit venture event that he's doing, and going to Nigeria, if it will make him get the money, I 100% support him. He should do that.
Well, Nana, what do you also say in reaction to this?
You were asking a question of whether we should panic or not. Yes, as industry people, we should panic, because event promoters are part of the ecosystem that every growing industry survives on. So if you don't have enough of these promoters that are, you know, investing in the event fraternity, and then the few ones that you have to, your indisciplined working attitude is driving them away, then of course we should be very, very worried. Like, there should even be a crime party amongst the industry people.
And the independent
he's not the first person. Personally, I've been saying, I don't know, I shared that story on this platform, that I entered an office and there were some top guns sitting in the office having this same conversation, that because of Ghanaian attitude, they are no more going to involve Ghanaian artists in their any dealings. And if today Vandy is also adding his voice to this conversation or same conversation, what it means is that he is also going to discourage another investor that he knows not to do same. So it doesn't just end with
just one person.
And that is where the panic is. Yes, a lot of people. Because somebody will see what he is doing and will go directly to him and say, okay, Charlie, I've seen you doing cruise, Afro jams and festival or whatever. I also want to do a similar thing. I also want to do, can you give me some consultation guidance? Oh, no, Charlie, don't try it. Don't, this Ghanaian musician, they won't help you. That is serious. Because this work in our space, the success of it is also based on recommendations, referrals, what people recommend people to. Charlie is good. Charlie, these guys, they are cool. see, some of these investors, it is not. Sometimes it is not always about their business profits and whatever. Some also want. There are some of them that I see that they want to make a mark or a name in our space. So such people, if they come all out to do something to leave a mark, and then you because of indiscipline or whatever reasons, that is not professional to what business they are trying to do, then you are taking bread out of the table of a lot of people. A lot of people. That is why sometimes when artists are putting up some of this attitude to investors, some of us, we want to fight, like we want to go
protect
very hard
the space.
The space. Because people, if he is not going to engage Ghanaian artists, what it means is that some people that the Ghanaian artists have employed to also get salary or income or revenue from some of these events are also not going to get it again. So it's not about the artist alone. The employment that this man is creating for our space is also going to be cut off.
They call it the ecosystem.
That's the thing. And that is where the panic is. So somebody, a camera person, has to follow Black Sheriff and make daily bread at the event. Now it is not going to end with Black Sheriff. Another person that works with Daddy Lumba or Amachi Dede or Wendy Shea or Shatta Wale is indirectly going to be cut off because of just one person. I would just, I don't know, I would just suggest that they should, as a businessman, I like the way he has approached the Black Sheriff issue, and he should deal with that. Like, he should deal with the individual person rather than generalize it and say that like because of Black Sheriff, because he clearly,
because another person won't do this.
Of course, in your first episode,
I'm not sure when they call when the Shea guys will do this.
Not at all. Not at all. Why would I be sleeping?
Are you mad?
Are you mad?
It won't happen, Rasta. It won't happen.
Yeah. So I think I like this point.
It won't happen.
Instead of generalizing to say all Ghanaian artists, maybe they should look for the next guy and also try it with.
Of course, because
at every point in time they have their choices, and when their choices disappoint them, then they make everybody a problem.
Oh no, what they do is they try not to get in that same problem again.
Yes.
That's why they do that.
The thing is, he would applaud Amachi Dede for his work ethics and all of that. So what it means that there's also another, if you want to think that there are a lot of Black Sheriffs in our space, you should also be thinking that there's another Amachi Dede somewhere that will give you what you want. So you should add the Nigeria to what he is doing with the Ghanaian musicians. I mean, right now, business is like that. We are in the global village now. You need to open up. So you should bring our Nigerian brothers and add them, instead of saying that he's not going to do anything with Ghanaian musicians again and that he's going to Nigeria. Recently, we were discussing Rema. In fact, it was his own show. But he said heat because of heat. He threw with microphone. And that's another problem that can affect an event. You understand? We've seen some stories of Nigeria. The other one was in Tanzania also. When you understand? So, as for the artist attitude in business dealing and some of these events, it is there. It is everywhere. It is like a woman saying the husband has cheated, so she wants divorce.
The next guy can be trusted. The next guy also can be trusted.
No, not at all.
Okay.
The next guy can never be trusted. So I will plead. I understand I understand his feeling as a businessman, and we want to say that I want to encourage him that he should calm down and deal with. As for the Black Sheriff case, he should be on it and make sure he is compensated properly and he is okay. But with this particular decision, he should go back and rethink again and add the Nigerian musicians to it, and then we'll be good.
Wow. Roland, speak finally on this and let's wrap up for today. We are back. The week just started.
Sammy, yes, I also agree. We, to some extent, we should be worried because this is a space, and it is not only with our space. In fact, generally around the world, getting sponsors or people, some of these people, stakeholders in the industry, their side are very rare. They are not as common as the other sides.
Okay.
Yes. So sometimes when you get some of them getting some of these pains and sentiments, it's alarming. And you see, the danger is that it is not all of them that will come out to even come and make their intentions known to you like this. Some of them have their things inside them. It is in their minds, and they are just operating. Gone with it is how many promoters didn't we have in like outside, like in the Europes or let me say in the diaspora. We have so many of them. So see, it will interest you to know that some you see certain heads, managers of certain companies, and you realize all these guys are Ghanaians.
True.
All these guys are Ghanaians. So you ask yourself, so if we have a Ghanaian in this position, why are people called all of them? And they will tell you, Charlie, if your people, if I deal with them, they come with this, they come with that, they come, and all these guys have small sentiment in them, but they will not come out and come and say it publicly like this. So you might think that, this one, I know so many people will call it bluff. So many people will call him bluff. But Charlie, he's a businessman. He's a businessman. He will do what he thinks is right for his business.
Yeah.
You can't tell him what to do. And besides, he's not operating like, yes, he's operating under the Ghanaian laws, but he's not mandated to do something for
to do what you like.
For what you like, thank you. You understand? So sometimes some people would run, if you want to take it, go and take the Nigerians. Yes, we know. And to the businessman, me, I wish, I am not saying he should maybe resent his decision though, but I would wish, say, his decision to I wish he would rather make this statement an expansion.
Okay.
And not that of a retaliation kind of.
Okay.
Because I am seeing, because you guys don't want me, I'm going somewhere else. But your going somewhere else should be an expansion.
Okay.
Not out of disappointment from somebody. Because if you are expanding, like he said, this year, he like the first edition, he took Grams Morgan and Amachi. Then, if it is an expansion, you can say, okay, this time we are bringing this artist from here and that artist from, maybe we've done a Ghanaian artist.
But you're not the one to tell him.
No, I'm not trying to decide to him. That's why I mean that
it is his business, it is his money, it is his decision.
So his decision, that's what I'm saying. I wish his decisions for him to expand would not be based on somebody's like this sentiment. The fact that Black Sheriff has disappointed him. Because it is business, it is risk, and it is prone to disappointment. It is the same way I can say there are also a higher number or percentage of risk that when he goes to a different place, he can equally be disappointed.
No. But in all, let's also advise our people to learn to do things right. For once. You see, oftentimes we want to blame the promoters when they do something wrong. So whilst we are trying to blame them for doing something wrong, we should also do our things right.
For our people, we've been on them.
That's close.
For our people, we've been on them always. We are more or less watchdogs for each other. We've been on them 24/7. But sometimes our people, I'm talking about the promoters, should also, for his decision to go and pick whether it is a Nigerian artist, I know that what is making this particular statement a headline is the Nigeria in there.
Of course.
If he had said a Tanzanian artist, people
no, that one they will still complain.
But the complaint wouldn't be like a Nigerian artist.
No, it will still be the same because of how the event started. The event started as like a Ghanaian thing, and now all of a sudden, because of someone's misbehavior,
but Grams is not a Ghanaian.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It started as a Ghanaian thing. The focus was a Ghanaian thing. It was launched here in Ghana first. When it was launched, who was there?
Yes, Amachi was
of course. So he was the grand person.
Exactly.
But now that is changing. Anybody if you tell next time I'm doing Ghana and Nigeria, it won't be a discussion. But that's how it started. But now he's pushing Ghana away, and people are pained.
pain there, we should be pained. In fact, this is the time that we need to gather at the Independence Square and start crying.
Well, so to cruise people, this is also my suggestion. You guys have sent the case to court. Let's pray and see how best you can push this to win this. As much as you agree that you guys are bruised, you are hurt, and you want compensation for it, that is fine. After, if you win, the next guy you deal with, if he does the same thing, the same process.
No business wants to go to court. That's the point.
No, I know.
They are only pushed to. So if they have means to avoid it, they will take that.
And the avoidance is not
dealing with them. Yeah, that's it. So he won't risk it. Yeah, sure, that's the point. Like he is not happy that he's going to court. In fact, he said that if they are willing to pay him the money, he will draw the case.
Yeah.
No businessman wants to go to court. So for him to even avoid it at all, and in his head, maybe he may face the same thing. He will just avoid it. That's how business people deal with issues like that.
We have to end it here. This is how we start our week here on Sammy Flex TV. Remember, as much as the week has started, more content, more stories will be coming your way. Keep watching, subscribe to us, and tell others about us. You can also comment, be part of those who are contributing. And once again, let me seize this opportunity to apologize for last Sunday. Sammy Flex Connect could not happen because I was on the road when time was due. I'm sorry about that. I'll surely get back to you Sunday, hopefully, when we have live. Until then, let me say thanks to my panel members in Team Dodo Solomon Chemo, Nana Reagan, Roland Amate, as well as Digital Rasta, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. I see you when I see you. We out of here.